Welcome to part 2 of the Sonic the Hedgehog commentary. Sega Genesis version, anyway. Spring Yard Zone. You know, I'm gonna bring up the brain scratch joke yet again for the third time. This is not a yard in the spring. Like, I would not imagine the spring having, like, Chicago-looking buildings in the background, or I don't even know what city this is. And I wouldn't expect, you know, purple mountains and a purple sky. In fact, the only time that the sky is ever truly purple, like, at night, I want you to go outside, and I want you to take a look at the clouds. Particularly if you're in Boston, or, like, anywhere in Massachusetts, you'll notice the clouds are purple. If you're in New York, you'll notice the clouds are purple. And the sky itself is a dark shade of purple. It's mainly because of the Earth's atmosphere. And from the way that I see it, I just don't like the fact that, you know, they're trying to use these colors to, well, not the world's trying to use these colors. Like, whenever somebody does artwork of the night, they use black. Black is a very practical color. In fact, according to Feng Shui, it's the color of practicality. I would rather use purple because it's a passionate color. It's the color of passion. In fact, that's actually kind of one of the reasons why the art design for my hair is purple. I just feel that that's something I deserve. I deserve to be purple. In fact, I've actually got a purple wristband. It's to support cancer. I used to have a little booklet or a little bag that I had the Say It, Fight It, Cure It rainbow cancer band. Basically, it used to say like what all the different cancer colors were. I don't know what that is anymore, so I can't tell you what purple is. I think purple is thyroid cancer, but I can't be too sure. Honestly, can't be too sure. But I've got plenty of wristbands. I've got, let's see, I've got Matthew's Sight Fight. I have a Donate Life one. The Donate Life wristband that I have was basically when two graduates from Lynn Classical Senior High, the McManus twins, had gotten hurt in a hit-and-run accident. One of them died, and this was kind of a way to do fundraising. I actually got this for free, but I'm assuming they are selling these for like $2. On a normal basis, if you want to buy one of these bands, they actually require that you have like $1.50, $2 now. I'm actually kind of baffled that it's that expensive. Back in the day, they used to give these out for free. They didn't expect anything in return. On some rare occasions, they'd probably sell it for only like maybe only 10 cents. By the way, I love this section right here. This section right here is the upper area, has all the rings. If you want to get a quick special stage, sorry I started there, then yeah. There's about 30-something rings you can just pick up right there, and boom. You don't have to worry about having trouble going in the special stage. I remember getting all 108 rings in this stage. Well, is it 108? Either way, it's the final stage of it's the final special stage of this game. Sadly, there are only 6 Chaos Emeralds, not 7. Supersonic was never thought of during this time. Yeah, we don't see Frieza kill Krillin and then Sonic turns into Supersonic. Yeah, we don't see that happen. He doesn't go to Hidden Palace, he doesn't pass go, he doesn't collect $200. But at least you can now get the good ending if you beat the game. That's one of the good things I love about beating the game with all the Chaos Emeralds. You get something worthwhile. Like, either you get a better ending, or you end up getting an extra stage, or so. I actually kind of feel that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was going to do something more with the other two characters, like Miles and Knuckles. when you get all the emeralds for them, you basically just get the perfect ending. Or the good ending if you don't get the super emeralds, as you'll see in Sonic 3 Complete. But we'll save that for that commentary. I'm not going to talk about that now. Ow. Sorry, I just hurt my nose. I think I'm starting to have some kind of... I don't even know. Skin problem? I'll get it checked. You know, now that I think of it, looking back at this game, this is actually a game I really go back to for the music. In fact, one of the things I recently went out of my way to do was, I've been planning on doing this for a long time, and that is doing audio edits of every single, Genesis Sonic game. I want to also do that for every Genesis game and 32X game available, as well as games that were Mega Drive exclusive. And before I continue, I make this boss look pathetic. You can actually time your jump just right, and Robotnik will not drop his spike down, because what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to drop down a spike so he can pick up one of the wooden blocks and destroy it. But if you time your jumps just right, you will actually completely avoid him doing that. And as a result, Robotnik will never touch you. You can just hit him in the air. I wonder how many people in the Sonic scene have actually done this before. But back to what I was saying. So yeah, I recently ended up getting a few ROMs here and there. I'll try to do some audio edits in my spare time. I've got more commentaries on the way, which is kind of the reason why I haven't gotten to any yet. But the first one will either be Sonic the Hedgehog or Castle of Illusion. The good thing, too, is that they work with my movie files, so that pretty much means I don't have to replay the game a second time. That means I can just make another AVI raw dump and just work from that. But I'm going to have to be careful, because even though, yes, the Google VP8 codec really works well, the Google VP8 codec, no. I have no complaints about the codec. It's more about my hard disk. And because my hard disk space is like at 26 gigabytes, yeah, I'm gonna need a new one. Oh yeah, by the way, you have to go down there to press that switch so that you can get this platform. I did not know about this until Lewis did it in the Brain Scratch run. I've been playing this game since 2002, 2003, and I had not known about this. Well, actually, I've known about this game since 2000 or 1998. 1998 I've known about this game, because I was born in 95, I was watching games, but in reality, the only true first memory I remember of the Sonic series was when I saw Hidden Palace Zone in 1990, no, it was 1999. But fun times. But about Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone features 3 of only 4 water levels in the game. Now, can I say that Labyrinth Zone is probably the hardest stage? Well, there are water physics in this, and Sonic only has 30 seconds to breathe underwater. So that means you have to constantly run around finding air bubbles, or if you're as good as me, you can just, avoid it. I let the music play here. I let the drowning music play here so that you can, just hear it. But, my voiceover might just be talking over it, so why am I still talking? Right? But hey, it's a commentary, you have to keep talking. If you don't talk, well, that just makes the commentary that much more boring, and people might stop in mid-video. And just like Alfred Hitchcock, I have to worry about that every single time I upload a commentary. Because, now with Alfred Hitchcock, he always has to worry that people will change the channel and, not watch his show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. I'm always worried that somebody might actually, you know, just not watch something if they, you know, just come to my video in the feeling of watching something for the sake of watching something. But, you know, if you watch my video or not, I don't mind. But as long as somebody gets something out of it, as long as at least one person gets something out of my material, I don't mind at all what anybody thinks. And for the longest time, I was wondering what those hidden bonuses were. I always used to only get the 1,000 and the 10,000, which, funny enough, are actually glitched here. That's why I have Sonic looking up. The 100s only act as 10 points, the 1,000s act only as 100, and the 10,000 acts as a 1,000. I forget exactly who fixed that glitch, but actually, I think it was Sinasu/Happasan. And if not that, it was probably no, I don't think Tweaker did it. It was one of them, though. It was one of the people from, like, mid to late 2000s, but the glitch was fixed long before that. And Lewis said that you can't jump over to the area where the rings are when you open that switch. You can do it. You just have to jump on that. I think its name is Chomper. But how would I know all the names of all the, let's see, I know that's a Burrowbot. I don't really remember all the names of all the robots in every Sonic game. I probably might only remember, like less than 10%. Even though I've got all the manuals, I've pretty much got all the, artwork possible. Heck, I even have a trivia book. I won't lie, my Sonic collection's actually kind of pretty big. I mean, and as somebody who has every single Sega game, well, Sega console-based game of Sonic the Hedgehog, with the exclusion of the Japanese versions of Sonic R and Sonic 3D Flicky's Island on the Saturn, yeah, I've pretty much got everything. And I just cut this level down by about 2 minutes. By the way, these corks, why do they look like little blocks of cheese? Like, this was one of those other scenarios where it wasn't until either Brain Scratch or Clement that I had learned that those were corks. Funny enough, though, you can actually walk backwards if you miss your trip up. So you won't have to worry about feeling like you lost something. And I really hate this section. Well, this is actually the only version of the boss fight where Robotnik has 9 hits. He has 9 hits only in Revision 0. If you have Revision 1, funny thing about Revision 1, if you in that revision of Green Hill Zone, clouds are moving like a duck in Hurricane. But yeah, it fixes it so that there are 8 hits, and it fixes the spike bug that's in this game. Yeah, I almost forgot to mention, in this game, if you get hit, you will get hit again if you touch spikes while Sonic is still flashing. And if you get hit again, you die. But that's the end of part 2. What's next? This portion of Royameadow has been brought to you by Caitlin Rastellini, the greatest Royameadow Generation 2 Eternal Broski who ever existed.